The key to a great mix isn't expensive gear or the new plugin you've got your eyes on. Instead, we're going to take a look at 3 points that make a great mix through the lens of this track, Sooner by Ashlyn Wolf. We completed it here at our studio, and I'm really proud of it, and I'm thankful she's letting us dive into it today.
Didn't wanna change and you want magically. No, no. Hey, don't you know? Time to find yourself is so arbitrary. One day you'll learn that you choose when to be ready. I'm waiting, no, I'm the one who can't wait for me. Oh, for the one who says, I wish I'd met you sooner.
The first point I want to talk about is that a great mix starts with a great recording. I knew on this track I wanted the chorus to be impactful, so when we were recording it, I knew that we should probably double the vocals going into the chorus to give it a larger-than-life sound. And it's really common when I'm working on something that I haven't recorded, I see that a lot of people are kind of just throwing up one mic on something, they're close micing it, and they're just recording one track of it, and they have these expectations to have a very clean, polished, and professional mix. If it doesn't sound great as a rough demo, it's going to be really hard for it to sound great when it's mixed. So let's take a look at the movement that's happening in the vocals that we established in the recording phase. Keep in mind, there are a lot of harmonies on this song, but we want to focus just on that main vocal.
You didn't wanna change and you want magically. No, no. Hey, don't you know? Time to find yourself is so arbitrary. One day you'll learn that you choose when to be ready.
So introducing the chorus, we're going from the kind of build-up verse area, being a vocal in the center, to having a pair of doubled vocals introducing the chorus. And the rest of the chorus alternates between the harmonies that are usually doubled and on the sides of the mix, going back to the center where the main vocal is, and the mix is kind of, it's jumping back and forth, and it's very dynamic, it has a lot of depth, and it's very impactful. And all of that starts at the recording phase. All of that would be very difficult to do if you just had one vocal, because often artificial doubling doesn't sound that great, so really the best way to do something like this is in the recording phase. And that brings us to our next point, working with intention. In the example of this track, we only doubled the parts that we knew we wanted doubled, and that has a variety of benefits. Firstly, it's a very fun collaborative process, and the artist can experience what happens to the song when they double the vocal in a certain section and when they choose to not double a vocal, and allowing them to experience the vocal production process as well as having a huge say in the vocal production of the song is going to help them better understand the song, and they're going to hear the mix come together in real time. When we start with great recordings and we begin to work with intention, I find the songs come together a lot quicker when I'm mixing them. An example of this track, I had the rough mix done in 4 hours, and then the next day I did all the automation, and the song was done, and it was a really quick and enjoyable experience. And that all starts with a great recording and making intentional decisions along the way. And that brings us to our last point, automation, which I would consider a subset of intention. Automation is a very important part of any great mix. And so let me kind of explain what we're looking at right here. We've got the main vocal and all the automation lanes beneath it. And those all correspond to a half note delay, a quarter note delay, a reverb throw, and just standard reverb that's on the vocal, as well as this kind of reverse reverb effect that I have in the song. And so let's solo that up so you can kind of hear everything coming in and out on this performance.
Wanna settle down. Hey, don't you know? We didn't meet in 2 years now, did we? And honestly, I think that's how it should be. You didn't wanna change and you want magically. Hello, hey, don't you know? Time to find yourself is so arbitrary. One day you'll learn that you choose when to be ready. I'm waiting on the one who can't wait for me. For the one who says, I wish I'd met you sooner.
All of the different lanes of automation add up to creating depth and, again, impact and contrast in the mix. Thank y'all for tuning in to another video. If you're new here, my name's Jacob, and I own English Oak Recording, a recording studio based here in Virginia. And if you wanted to support our channel, you could like or subscribe to this video, as well as purchase a shirt linked down below. And as always, our newsletter heard about this video first. Thank you guys so much for watching.